Epic. All right.
So love the analysis. You did a phenomenal job, but all for now, we're gonna be going Send versus Cobra Game 1 starting off on Pokemon Stadium 2. Send just gonna be opting to go right to the corner, getting a couple of resources back there, waiting for Cobra to approach.
I feel like Steve has been a get clipped mainstay character. I feel like we see a Steve in top 8 of get clipped every single time. You know, this character is just out here. Though Cobra,
he's good. He's good. You see his buttons? Look at his bread and butter. From a single up tilt,
there you go.
37% send, actually going to be dropping it. You can usually get 50 to 60% pretty consistently from it.
Bestness doesn't play like most Steves do traditionally. I don't know what it is about his gameplay. It's just not, I feel like, in him to hang back and camp for materials most of the time. I feel like he's very eager to scrap most of the time as well. So I'm very curious to see how Cobra, I feel like that works a bit in Cobra's favor as well. Cobra also a pretty patient Mario player. He'll get his guaranteed damage, but he won't really overextend in neutral just too much. He's very, very patient.
Yeah, both of them are just playing pretty patiently right now. Nobody is going to be committing too hard, but Send actually not going to be losing the stock to back air quite yet. Cobra just sort of sitting in shield, but up B from the ledge is such a safe option. That move just has deceptively low end lag. You can just kind of get away with it sometimes.
Real. There you go, those Send just mining up those materials, getting the diamond on deck, getting more iron on deck, so that way those mine carts don't run out too soon. That's a pretty big thing I feel like a lot of people need to watch out for when playing against Steve. Watch out for that iron, you know? You need to make sure that Anvil and Minecart are not options at Steve's disposal if you want to get safe punishes on him, because a lot of Steves will do them out of shield or out of hit stun a lot of the time to kind of get the reversal on you. And Cobra taking advantage of just that right there. There was no way Send was going to be able to get out of that situation midair because he didn't have Minecart at his disposal at all.
Yeah, Minecart is usually like the go-to get off me option, right? It's so fast, it's difficult to react to, it does unspeakable amounts of damage. It hits you shield, it can still grab you. Minecart does so much for Steve. As like a quick little burst option, but when you don't have access to iron in that moment, you'll struggle to land and you'll struggle to get out of corners. So keeping your eye on it is so important. Sen gonna be taking Cobra's first stock with Anvil.
Steve is one of those characters also, I feel like, just adding on to what you said, one of those characters that you can't get too comfortable in chasing once your punish is finished. I feel like you have to finish your punish and get the hell out of there, because there are so many Steve players who will press the down on their controller and A on their controller, or the left or right on their controller and then B on their controller, and they will reversal you completely and you'll just get rocked for it and be like, how did I know I was not supposed to be that greedy there? You know? Ridiculous. We got diamonds on deck though. We got diamonds dancing out here.
Wow. Did you see how big that sword swing was? Yeah, your timing was impeccable. Just was able to close out that stock really nicely, really easily. Converting Anvil into foiler because and I guess that was the combined knockback angle?
That was so weird, yeah. So apparently, if you do get a hit within a certain window after hitting someone the first time, it's the
angles combined. They get
it's
a little
combined,
funky.
Yeah. It's added as like a vector onto it. And the speed retains as well. So you just get more knockback speed, but the angles converge with each other. It's so weird. This game has so many little quirks that are so weird.
Oh, down smash gonna be setting up into the edge guard. Cobra tries to catch the high. He has the good idea, but up smash gonna be quickly cleaning it up before he takes any more damage. So Sen, like, once again, you know, just that's what you gotta do when you're a resource management based character. Just gotta run away, give yourself a little bit of space. You're playing your own game sometimes. You can't always be worried about things like stage control.
Oh yeah, Sen running pretty low on resources though, but I got iron to boot.
Wow. That killed?
Pickaxe back air? That killed?
At what percent?
Like 92. 92% that killed. And that was like not completely to the left of the stage, I feel like, right? Where did he hit him from with that?
I'm taking a look right now, but
okay, yeah, he was pretty much at the end of the stage there, but still. At 92? With gold. I don't know how powerful gold is though. You know? I know diamond is not powerful, but
strong enough, apparently.
Where I'm from, gold sucks in Minecraft, so. Not Smash Brothers.
Dude, being in Minecraft is just such an uncomfortable position. You can catch people popping out. You can catch people inside of the minecart.
It's tough. It sets you up with
Yeah.
a guaranteed punish because you're always gonna pop out of it the same way. The only difference is when you pop out of it or when you decide. And the thing is, there's like no great time to pop out of it either because Steve can go pretty deep off stage.
Yep.
Like you can use minecart for an additional third jump. Once you pop out of it, you are in a select. You're just in hit stun for a little bit, or again, I guess getting out of command grab stun. I don't know what the proper term for it is, but you can't hit. You can't do anything. You just gotta hold it.
Yeah,
You're
there's
going
like
for
that
ride.
period of time after you pop out of the minecart where you're just kind of a sitting duck,
man.
and there's really nothing that you can do. Can't press air dodge, can't really jump out at anything, and it's just not a pleasant place to be in, to say the least.
It's tough too because that caught Cobra's landing. So
Yeah.
we do have a lag test occurring according to the Sable Detect I saw. P is for packet loss, right? Is that right, Devin? P is for ping. Okay, well I was seeing only bestness or Sen's ping, which was like 70, which is like not a good ping. I feel like 70 is not a good ping. Oh, okay. I don't know. I didn't see too much lag. Maybe it's the input. This is Utah all the way to Monterrey, Mexico. So it's probably pretty distance. Like it's probably pretty sizable distance, I'd say. Maybe. My geography
So-
ain't up to stuff though.
If I'm not mistaken, what we're watching right now, this is going to be a lag test, right?
Isn't the TO supposed to do a lag test? Or are they just feeling it out? Oh, okay. Alright, so we're seeing best nest with, well, ping doesn't really matter, but what's the packet loss going on over here? Okay, we're in it. Alright, Cobra switching
Ooh.
to Pyra.
Methua. Yeah,
This was the other character they were playing earlier in this bracket, so I mean, you know.
I actually don't disagree with this pick at all. I think a character like Methua, Pyra, it just can really just smother Steve sometimes. Also, have you seen like how much like control of the stage Pyra has using side B against
Oh,
Steve?
yeah.
If he's like behind a bunch of blocks or just trying to do his own thing, there is so little that he can actually do in terms of maneuvering around Pyra's side B. It's a genuinely menacing option.
But we're kind of seeing a little bit of that right here with Cobra already. You notice how Cobra with Mario was kind of opting to go in a little bit more. Now Cobra's just kind of patrolling center to the middle of the stage and kind of just waiting for Sen to commit, you know?
Ooh, and Cobra just sort of waiting for his opportunity. They're not able to get too much off of it quite yet, but they're both just playing really patiently right now.
Oh yeah, we're playing the waiting game right now. You know, strap in, get some popcorn. And I don't blame it. Steve eats up characters for trying to over approach. Like, if you dash at Steve always has fade back aerials or builds black. Steve wants you to approach him, you know? So you can keep a healthy mid-range against Steve and not fall for the minecart shenanigans. You're playing it correctly.
Wow.
Because then stuff like that can happen. Stuff like down air up smash can happen, which is insane.
Speaking of insane, once again, just like back hill taking it from center stage, such a strong move. But really, like the biggest thing is like you gotta really test the waters of how close can I get to Steve without overcommitting. A lot of people, as soon as they get like a little bit frustrated being zoned out by Steve, or for like a good amount of time, they'll start rushing in with a bunch of approaches. You gotta inch your way in towards that ambiguous mid range and see how you can pressure Steve from there. What a setup.
Cute. That was cute. I feel like Sen gave Cobra a little bit too much time to figure out what to do there. Cobra, I think, just got stuck in analysis paralysis. And Sen taking that fat lead, you know, the bad part about letting Steve chill on the other side of the stage is letting him get materials. You know, Diamond, hella powerful. He had all the blocks he needed to also keep things going there.
Oh, and Sen still lacks any of those meaningful materials that he needs to be able to get from one side of the stage to another. No blocks to be able to stall, no iron except for water right now. This is such a dangerous position to be in, but I feel like Cobra is just not capitalizing enough on the times that Sen actually doesn't have the materials he needs.
Yeah, looking pretty tough too. And the thing is, Sen's punish game has been so good off of these initial, off the initial damage. Like he's been able to get Cobra to 50 consistently every single time, and Cobra hasn't really been able to get anything too substantial. So while Sen gets that early damage tacked on, he's able to get a little bit more stage control for himself, and then he can just kind of just farm those mats, you know? Do what he needs to do.
Ooh, extending the hitbox to the back air onto Minecode. Yeah, that move is strong enough. It's just able to go on and hit right through it. This is looking tough with Cobra. They're starting to look a little bit lost, but you know what? Up B out of shield is going to be able to close it out. Man, that move is so strong. It is so powerful.
I don't know what Pyra has in that sword, but it's quite powerful.
Fire? I'm pretty sure it's fire. I don't know. I've never played Xenoblade. But it surely looks like it. Oh my god.
Actually getting low-key saved, I feel like, right there by the iron
blocks, right? Yeah, the blocks kind of like bouncing off a couple of times. Cobra didn't lose their stock as a result, and now that's going to be Steve in a corner against Pyra. No iron
left. No iron. This is Cobra's chance to really press down. You know, Sen doesn't have any tools to safely land right here.
So this has gone from a game where Sen has almost just won. It's slowly starting to make this comeback back here. Not going to be able to do it quite yet, but then...
Oh my god, made that back. That's insane. But no blocks to safely make it back. Oh no! Cobra
No kill through his back through. Not going to be able to take the stock quite yet. Only just going to be giving Sen a bit of stage control. But this is such a nasty place to be in. Dash attack, not going to be able to do it quite yet. Sen getting a couple of more resources before he's setting up his next ledge trap. Forcing out those double jumps, but not in a position to be able to cover it.
Oh my, the screen shake messing up, I think, Cobra's approach there. And the up throw is going to seal it out there for Sen. That was tough. If Cobra, I feel like, had held that spot where he had Send cornered, I feel like that would have been a very different end to this game right here. Because once Steve has no mats, that's it. You don't have to worry. You can go to town. You can go in. There was nothing Sen really could have done here to get himself out. But Cobra, very reliant, did the, oh my god, I'm so scared, I have no weapon, I need to get out of this situation quickly, rolling right into Sen's loving arms and getting whisked away.
And normally sitting in shield should be a pretty safe position against somebody like Steve, but then he has a kill throw, he has an up throw kill throw. Why? Because he needs it apparently at 160, 170 plus. So Sen just really good knowledge of his options. It was like, yeah, I can just close this out here and once you're at that percent, like just about anything can kill.
Those are some grade A nerves there, I feel like, from Cobra. You know, there was panic side B into panic roll out of the corner into just getting grabbed and killed. I feel like, you know, Pyra can be patient and fight her way out of that situation. She's got fantastic aerials as well if she spaces them correctly. You know, didn't really throw that side B at a very safe distance, and Send just kind of able to get in there, no problem, easy peasy.
Yeah, just sort of sat in shield and sort of locked themselves into place there. So this is starting to look a little bit tough for Cobra. Didn't do so well with Mario. I guess Pyramith who did a little bit better now. But really, I feel like there are a lot of opportunities that Cobra could be trying to push into Send a little bit more. But we're sort of seeing them play back and wait and give Send the time to get Iron.
Here we go, back in it once again with the Pyramithra. No more Mario. But I honestly don't dislike the Pyramithra counter pick. I feel like Pyra has the clutch and having a sword against Steve is just fantastic. I feel like having good range, especially a good mid-range against Steve, is fantastic because you don't really have to play into his hands and get reversaled when Steve is playing super defensive. Oh my god, that up is wild.
But now we're seeing a completely different game theory. Like Cobra are going to be sitting at a bit of a lead for themselves right now, just catching Sen, pressing all these buttons on shield. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, that's so scary. You're just helpless. You just have to hold it. Whoa! That was crazy.
It's also possible that the forward is a little bit untechable, but honestly, who's ever ready to tech a spike onto the stage? Almost nobody. So right now, this is still anybody's stock to take.
No punish. I feel like Cobra a little apprehensive there. Maybe didn't know how much of a window he had on that punish right there, but giving Sen that first stock, but clapping right back with that excellent back air right there. Really good job to catch Sen's descent back to stage right there.
Cobra is just like not trying to approach Sen in the corner at all, letting him get all these resources. That's already gold on deck. That's 2 iron.
I don't blame him either, because like Pyra has such fantastic mid-range. She's also kind of slow. So it's pretty telegraphed when she'll want to approach Steve, and that'll give Best Nest the green light to just minecart out of there and happy trails, partner. We're going home. That, oh my god, that grab. The grab was wild.
Ben didn't even try to ledge trap. he just went all the way back, but just trying to get some resources. He was like, you know what, you can have the stage as long as I got my diamonds.
Mostly a Pyra game we're also noticing here. No Mithra in sight right here. And while Mithra is really good at tacking on that damage, I feel like for the type of neutral Cobra's trying to play here, I feel like Pyra does fit the bill quite well. You know, you don't really see a lot of matchups where people just favor Pyra over Mithra.
Ooh. Just walking back so slowly, maybe trying to bait a really over-ambitious option from Sam, not able to find it. But you know what, back here is going to be able to clean it up. So Cobra, for the first time in the set, going to be sitting at a lead. Oh, buddy. Oh, boy.
That would have been the coolest, like, 60% ever. That would have been cash money. That would have gone on the MetaView app. But instead, you're getting minecarted at 115 by Steve. And you do not get on the MetaView app. Oh, wow, though. Cobra on the verge of also winning their first game for this entire set. You know, for as drawn out as these games have seemed to be, you know, Send has held it down pretty nicely.
Ooh, Cobra just sitting so patiently. I love the idea that F-tilting almost extending the hitbox on the crafting table, but Send was just a little bit too high in that one instance. This is just so much good damage. Cobra just needs one more good hit, and back is going to be able to do it.
Quite an ill-advised minecart, I feel like, from Send right there. I feel like Cobra for the entire time has, you know, trying to bait the minecart out and instead opted to shield it. But this is like one of the first times I feel like Cobra decided to just do a short hop aerial and call it out really, really nicely. You know, no escape for you, sir. The ride is closed. Everybody out of Disney World.
So, you know this entire game that we just played that Cobra did a phenomenal job of winning?
It did not matter at all.
Yeah, it did not matter in the slightest.
Matter at all. And why? Why is that? Please share with the class, Dara.
I believe we are sitting on the verge of a DQ, actually, because of a little bit of lag. Couple of drop packets here and there. Nobody was there to pick them up. Not set in stone quite yet, but it seems as though that looks like the consensus. But, well, never mind.
I'm looking at this Smash.gg set, and Rickles is talking to Send, and there's some flags here, not enough for a DQ it, and Send goes, no big deal, let's just finish this hype set.
and then he just switches to Gob. Lovely. That's called adaptation, baby.
Right.
Dropping packets, a little bit of lag. Let's play Gob. If all else fails.
No packets needed, baby. No packets, just vibes.
Just full hop for neutral, baby. Just vibes.
See, this is the Mithra matchup here, I feel like. Mithra, I feel like, has the good enough ground speed, and her Nair is fantastic for calling out Rob in the air, has pretty good combo game on Rob as well. You know, does a really good job, and Cobra seems like he's got a solid bearing. So it seems like Cobra's already kind of worked out with Pyra and Mithra, like what character he wants to serve what function, which I think is super important. I feel like you have to use both of these characters like a utility.
Yeah, this game is already looking that much more confident. Cobra just keeps on approaching and holding forward on Send, and Send is maybe getting a little too wrapped up and going for like laser in unsafe distances. Or maybe just getting a little bit too predictable with it, catching the air dodge in. Not going to be able to find the laser upwards, but is this side B going to take it? Oh my god.
Jesus. Here we go. So, I feel like once also if you've been through the online tournament gauntlet long enough, you develop like a way to cope to some extent. So I feel like this is Send coping right now. Send opting for these character choices as opposed to Ness. And it's working. You know, you have your game plan, he's sticking to it, and he's executing it masterfully right now. You know, that's just what you have to do. Oh boy, big punish though.
Ooh, such a scary position to be in. An excellent catch on the whiff from Cobra, but...
Oops. Juked him. His ankles are broken, bro. He broke his ankles completely right there.
Destroyed, annihilated. Ooh, gonna be setting up a juggle, and right now this is exactly what Pyra and Mithra want to be, but actually letting Send land back onto the ground. Had the right idea, but Nair is so active, the hitbox is so big. You're gonna have to press F smash a little bit sooner.
Right. It seems like this matchup is heavily revolving around who can catch the landing better. Because both these characters, you know, not the greatest at landing safely, at least in context of the matchup. Rob has Nair to pretty much cover his landing very safely, but Pyra has a giant sword, and she can call out those landings really, really well. So Send and Cobra also. Pyra not the fastest airspeed ever. So it's pretty much gonna be up to both of these guys to try and land as safely as they possibly can.
I really like the way that Send is starting to use gyro a little bit, giving himself like the coverage to be able to get back onto the stage. Tries to go for the tech roll in lead, was not able to find it quite yet, but that up smash is going to be able to take it. Now Send sitting at a 2-to-1 stock, all the way on the edge of town and city, just saying, "Hey, what are you gonna do, baby? You gonna commit? You're gonna come close to me, Rob? Town and city on a side plat? You know that Send is just ready to kill."
Oh yeah. It's gonna be bad news bears for Cobra every time. And
Back
then we got
to a side B.
We're seeing more defensive play from Send here. You know, we got the lead. We don't need to overcommit. We don't need to run into Pyra's loving arms. We just gotta play our defensive game.
Ooh, Send now just
Gyros and lasers, baby.
Gyros and lasers, yeah, just catching every single approach, every single jump in. Oh boy.
They just went for it. Yeah, I was gonna say he saved him. He literally saved him right there. If I feel like if Cobra waited a little bit longer for the drift or switched to Mithra, I think they literally would have been fine there. But instead, panicked, and somehow Pyra misses the ledge. Super
Would
clean.
you have waited in that position?
I would have been like, I'm alive, what the hell? And then probably did exactly what Cobra just did.
Yeah, honestly, by the camera angle as well.